Good Wednesday. Hi, SEFA. How you doing?
Hi,
I'm
very
loving
well,
the
thank
fit. I'm
you.
loving the fit. How's the year been like for you?
The year started very busy for me, but I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's more of like putting out more works,
Okay.
making sure people hear the music now and all of that. So I love how busy the year started.
Okay, all right. And I'm sure you're going to get us into some of the things you've been up to. But let's start it off with how music started for you. For those that don't know the origin stories, when did you know that music was going to be your thing?
Surprisingly, I didn't know. Right after SHS, right after there's a period where you stay at home whilst you're waiting for your results and da. So I was like, I'm staying at home. I'm not doing anything. Let me just go to the studio and see what's up over there.
Okay.
I went to the studio, started recording, but I still wasn't sure. I was just like, let me try something. And then I started going to the pubs and the clubs to sing. And I was still not sure.
Ish.
That's the thing. Because I was singing, people were saying, oh, I love your voice. I love what you do. But I wasn't really sure until I released, I think, my first official song that featured Jupiter.
Oh.
And I was like, okay.
I think there's something there.
Yeah, I mean, people are already paying me for what I do, so let me just go ahead with it. So I think that's when it really got to my head that this is what you're doing, Yeah.
And how did your support system take it when you said, you know what, I think showbiz is where it's at?
Ooh, they loved it.
Okay.
They loved it because I think I've never really showed any interest in anything that much because I'm more of like an introvert. I keep to myself. So when I started coming out, oh, mommy, this is what I really want to do, or this is what I really want to do. Like, okay, that's interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's try and see how it goes. Yeah.
Now, how did the industry receive you?
They were very welcoming. They were very intrigued because, I came out from Black Avenue Music, my old label by then. So they were like, oh, okay, what does Black Avenue Music have for us now? Because they used to have some people that were on that had left and was like, oh, let's see what Black Avenue Music has. So they were intrigued. They wanted to see where this was going to.
Was Black Avenue your first introduction into the music scene proper?
Yes, but then when I was singing in the pubs and the clubs, I used to meet like some artists here and there, people who were already in the music industry.
You were singing in the pubs and the clubs?
Yes.
Like in a band or like how? Like karaoke? Walk me
Live
through.
band. I used to do live band at piano bar. I used to do. I used to rehearse and even like lip sync. Like there used to be a club called Corner. Yes, and Crystal Club.
No.
Yeah, I used to sing in all over those.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay. So you paid your dues before you became the star that we see. What have been your biggest musical influences?
My biggest music influences has been. I'm sorry, one minute.
Okay.
Ima. Sorry.
No.
My biggest music influences has been like most of the times just the people that were before me, looking at what they are doing with their music, how they are being inspired by, how they are inspiring everybody, and also how hardworking they have been. Because Ghana, we are still trying in the music sector, we're still doing our best. So I mean, looking at the work that they have put in, that's what like inspires me.
Okay, now walk me through your creative process. I'm sure it takes a bit to make a SEFA hit. Walk me through what goes into every song that you put out.
It's more about putting it more of myself, but also making sure that I do not take away the fact that at the end of the day, people are listening to my music, so they have to also relate to it. So anytime I put out a song, it's like, oh, I feel like, this is something that's maybe I feel a bit of myself in it, but also, I mean, AJ can listen to it, anybody can listen to it. Like, oh, I vibe with that just a little bit. So aside the lyrics, it's more about the beats too. The beat has to be a vibe. Everybody in the studio has to be incorporated in the song. Everybody has to bring their ideas because I like to create. I don't just like to put anything out there. So
Do you always have to get into a particular mindset before you go into the studios?
Not really. Okay, well, if the vibe is right,
Okay.
I feel it's the energy in the studio. That is the mindset I need to be in. Because if I get to the studio and everybody's just bored, everybody's just, let's try something, then I'm like, maybe we are not ready today.
Okay,
Let's go and come back.
Okay.
But when the energy is right, everybody's like, like, let's do something. Then it's like, okay, let's do this. So,
How long is an average song? How long does it take you to create an average song? I mean,
it doesn't usually take long. You know, some songs you just go to the studio and it's done within some few minutes, some within hours, and something takes like 2 days. You have to come back and revisit the song, because I'm somebody who likes to try a little bit of everything. I don't like to put myself in a box. I like to do little bits of everything. So when it comes to a song that probably I'm used to, like singing about love, doing like a more Afrobeat song, I can do it within minutes. But when it comes to trying something new, like probably like a rap song or something that has to do more of like high life tree, then that takes a bit of time. But it also depends on how the whole thing is put together.
Okay, all right, I like that. Now, how difficult or liberating, if that's the right word, was it walking away from your previous record label?
It was difficult because, you know, I Black Avenue Music is still like is still like a family to me. It introduced me into the music scene. I was very young when I joined the label, so it's all I knew at that point in time. So it's more of like, I always say that it feels like leaving your parents' house for the first time. For the first time, you'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm scared. How am I going to find my feet? How am I going to pay my lights bill? How am I going to pay my rent and all of that? But when you come out and then you put your feet in the mud, 1 2 1 2, you're like, okay, I'm getting a hold of this.
I think we can figure this out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think, well, you might fall, but then you stand up again and you try again. So it was, I won't say it wasn't difficult, but I will also say that it hasn't been a learning process for me. Yeah. So it has been very liberating, actually.
I like that. Life as a solo artist, on your own, and life as an artist on a label, what's the difference? What's the biggest difference?
I think the biggest difference is having that whole like machine behind you, you know? Because when you're under a label in Ghana, it's like, oh, there's a big machine behind you that anywhere you go, oh, Black Avenue Music, that sort of thing. But being, I always say that I'm grateful to Black Avenue Music because they gave me the opportunity to learn a lot of things under them and equip me with a lot of things that probably when you leave the label, you can use it on your own time. So I learned a lot from them. I learned how to do most things by myself. So when I came out, it was more of like, and when I had come out, I was already like a household name. So it was like, oh, SEFA, now you're out. Okay. What next? Okay. Let's just move on with that. So it's more of like we're still working hard to do that.
What's the biggest misconception people have of you as an artist, as a solo artist without a label? What's the biggest misconception?
The biggest misconception, especially in Ghana, is that when you come out of your label, you can never make it again. Like you are not who you are again. But I think that a lot of Ghanaians especially forget that the label is nice, the label is good, but the artist, if the artist does not put themselves in it, or if the artist does not put work in it, then it doesn't make sense. You know, the label can be behind the scenes and do whatever they have to do, but if the artist is not pushing themselves, if the artist is not saying, okay, this is for me, I am the one putting in everything to make this work, then it will not work, you know? So in as much as the label is part of making the big name, the artist is the artist. So it's going to work out either way.
Okay. That's actually a really nice take on that. This month of March is International Women's Month, because we have International Women's Day, which is happening on Sunday. Now, as a female artist in the industry, a lot of times people have perceptions that there can only be one big female artist, or to be a big female artist, you need to knock down the next other female artist, because somehow the men can all exist in the same space, but a woman, there can only be one big shatter at the same time. And it's quite interesting. Have you experienced that phenomenon? Is it something that actually exists? And how do you navigate getting through that perception?
I think it's something I've heard before, but I don't really think it's true. Because, I mean, I don't know how to frame this. I think that pressure is coming from the fans or the listeners as compared to like the women in the industry, because the women in the industry, we don't see it like that. We just see it as, oh, we're all working hard to push our music, to put music out. And there's been instances where probably I'll have a music in the system, Jackie has music in the system, Wendy has music in the system, we all have music in the system. So we should just push ourselves and not focus on, oh, when I was to see it doesn't work like that, because and we all do different things. We don't do the same kind of music.
That's
Maybe
true.
somebody might put out something for the youth, somebody might put out a love song. Why can't we just consume everything as a whole instead of like trying to separate everybody?
I like that. What are the biggest systems you like in place as a female singer?
I just think it's more about the support. It's just the support.
Do they support enough?
They are trying. They are trying. It's like they do it and then they're like, let me go back to the man. They're trying, but I just wish it can be more, or they can do better for us as the women in the industry, because there's a lot that goes into this whole music thing. And all the time when I talk about emotions, then they're like, yeah, now you see why we say women, because they're so emotional. No, but like at the end of the day, it's part of us. That's what makes women women. That's what makes us softer than the men. You understand? We cannot take that away from our job, So sometimes they should just allow us, support us, just let us be who we are, and then we can give our best.
Makes sense. Well, if you're just tuning in, I'm having an amazing conversation with the one and only SEFA. She's in the studio with me. We're talking music, life, International Women's Day, everything else inclusive. But if you could fix the industry, or one thing you could change or add to the industry that will benefit all female artists, what will that be? Putting you a bit on the spot there.
I know. Benefit all female artists.
So we should come back to that.
No, I really want to, because it's something I really thought about for a very long time. Maybe we can emphasize more on putting more spotlight on our talent and our music, and I feel like we should lay back more on the criticizing of our looks or how we present ourselves, or wash away short. It's always about who has a bigger ass, who is taller, when the conversation about women come up, it's the only
fickle.
Exactly, that's the only thing they talk about, like just the physical appearance. But I always say that women are so talented, especially we in the music industry. Forget even about just the music industry, the entertainment industry as a whole. When it comes to radio presenters, when it comes to actresses and we have a lot in our brain. Maybe sit us down sometime, have conversations with us, and you know that we are actually really brilliant and there's a lot we can offer. So they should just give us the platform to really truly express ourselves more. There are women who are DJs, but we don't hear about them that much as compared to the men.
Shout out to DJ Glow.
Oh, come on. And she's so pretty. So, you know, this is so nice to see. When I came here in the morning, I'm not happy, but I'm smiling. Imagine that I come here to some macho man. I'm like, what's going on? So it's nice to see, put women in positions where they can actually really shine, because we are already trying our best to get there. We just need that little push,
Very well said. Very, very, very well said. International collaborations. How's that looking for you in 2026?
It's looking good. It's looking great, because I just released my first single of the year and it's already making a lot of waves. And I'm somebody who doesn't like to count her chicks before they are hatched. So I'm just praying like God makes the right decisions and puts me in rooms that will benefit me and my career, and also the other person on the other side.
I like that. What goes into a collaboration for you?
It takes a lot. First of all, it's about the vibe I have with the artist, the kind of artist that I'm collaborating with, and also how it can benefit me as an artist, because sometimes you might have a song, but you know that this is the right person that can be on the song. And I think that's something artists need to really understand, because I cannot have a song and then because maybe somebody is hot, so we just put, that's not the vibe.
It has to be.
There has to be some sort of feeling that okay, this person is the person that can give me what I'm looking for. So it's more about the vibe, knowing the right kind of song for the right kind of artist. That's what goes, and also like somebody that will push the song as much as you push the song because they love the song. Not somebody who just wants to do a feature for you and leave the song.
Now, in terms of your touring, and I'm sure you toured quite a bit, what are some of the biggest differences you notice in other music industries as compared to what it is in Ghana?
I think in Ghana, we don't have a lot of investors when it comes to the music industry. When you go outside, they have investors. They have people that actually are just laid back and they're just pumping the money. Oh, you're a great artist. Fine. They have somebody that will pump in the money, somebody that will get writers for you, somebody that will do production for you, sometimes even vocalists, I've worked with some artists, international artists, that you go and record with them and they have somebody that records the whole song, that's the backings, everything. They just come listen to them, they're like, okay, make I lay my main vocal on, and that's it.
Wow.
They don't really have to go through stress for anything. The artist is just an artist, the face of the brand, but there's a whole machine behind them because there are people that actually believe in the brand. I always say that not all artists know how to write. That is why you pay for writers. Not all artists know how to put two songs and A must go with B. That's why you have vocal coaches. You have people that are there to mentor them. Do it like this, do it like that. And I think that's what we lack as Ghanaians. Aside the pushing, your song has to be on TV, your song has to be... It's a whole industry when you go outside. So, there's more we can do as an industry here.
Is there enough return on investment for those that are willing? Because that's been another conversation altogether, that, okay, you can put your money in there, but you might not get it back. And it makes a lot of people apprehensive about investing, particularly in the Ghanaian creative arts sector. Do you think, as someone in the industry, that is enough return on investment?
There is, if you take your time. There is, because music, you are investing because you're an investor. And as time goes on, music is not something that you just recoup your money right away. It takes time to recoup your money. It's like you see a building, like an uncompleted building, and you're like, I want to push money into this. I want to make this building one of the largest buildings in the world. You don't just buy cement one day and say that,
I'm done with it. Yes.
I'm done with it. I'll get my money back. But when you build a building to be one of the tallest buildings, as time goes on, years from now, you can charge people, come and rent this space for 1,000 Ghana. 10 years from now, 10,000 Ghana, 100,000 Ghana. It's an investment, and you recoup it at the end of the day, because there's different ways you can recoup your artist your money if you invest in an artist, because it doesn't only have to do with shows. It has to do with an artist is very versatile. They can model here one day. They can be a presenter here one day. Somebody can call them, come and be a presenter on my TV, or ambassadors. You can get your money anyway. So it's not, a lot of people in Ghana think that it's more about the quick money. I want the quick money. If I invest right now, I want to see it right now. No, it takes time. That's why you have to be very passionate in order to do this job.
I like that a lot. All right. So people, in effect, people are sometimes unfair when they assume that they must make their monies back immediately, like right after. It's an investment like any other that you need to keep pumping in until you actually derive some funding for it. Sometimes people are scared too because of the personalities involved. And I'll explain, because in the last few months, we've seen quite a bit of those conversations come up where it seems as if, beyond the fact that you're hoping that you recoup at some point, also the factors involved, including personalities, at some point also get tired. They feel they've given you enough of their intellectual property, and they deserve to be able to walk away. Sometimes investors feel, no, I haven't recouped that. Maybe I had an idea of recouping 500% of my initial 100% investment. I've got only 300% back, so I need to make the other 200% back. So it becomes this whole back and forth. As someone in the industry, where do you think the middle line should be drawn? Should more people be tempered with their expectations on return on investment? Should more people be willing to see contracts through? Or is a thing where people should just come to a middle ground and find a point where both parties walk away amicable?
I feel like there's two things can be right at the same time, but it all boils down to communication. Right from the jump, if you communicate with this person, okay, AJ, I'm investing 1,000 cedis into you. At the end of the day, I should be able to make let's say 800 cedis from what we are doing. Then in my mind and in your mind, that, okay, probably I owe this label 800 cedis. I have to work to make it. So when I'm leaving, it's not like we are going
without leaving all the debt on the books.
Exactly, you understand. There has to be some sort of understanding, because when you just base everything on just signing contracts and just, I'm happy to just sign the contract and do what I have to do, then as time goes on, you sit back and realize,
You may have done
the wrong thing. And I'm even talking from experience because, you know, I feel like, especially with artists, when you're joining the industry fresh, you're so much in a hurry to just put your music out. You want people to just hear you because you have a talent, you have to show the world. You don't take your time to go through the agreements, the contract that you signed. You don't really... I think that probably you might even go through it, but you do not really understand it to a point where it's like, I don't understand why the label is doing this because we are not thinking about 5 years from now, 10 years from now. We are just thinking about now. I want people to hear my music. When is my music dropping? Please, I don't even care about the money. Just put the music out there, you know. And that's what goes against us sometimes. So we just need to understand each other better on both parties and really go through the contract, read it to understand, not just read it to just sign, read it to understand.
Did you get a lawyer? Did you in the beginning, did you have lawyers going through your contracts?
In the beginning, when I got my contract, I literally just sent it to my dad. My dad, he did a bit of law because of the kind of job he was doing. So I gave him, I was like, oh, daddy, can I sign this? He was like, okay, I'm gonna look there. I'm like, no, sign it, please sign it. And he was like, okay, this is what you want. You're starting first. Let's just do it, you know. So it didn't really go through the process that now, if I'm going to sign a contract, that will go. Now I have people on standby, lawyers on standby. That I'm like, oh, please go through this. What do you think about it? Do you think it's right before I go through it? So we live and we learn from lots of things. Yeah,
I like that. And thank you for being honest about it, because I think when these things happen, everyone forms holier than thou and says, no, we should all have, but it's actually quite different, because I was even looking back on myself, how many of my own contracts have been through a lawyer. I still, at least I've learned small, so I have because you wouldn't preempt some of the things that can catch you on your blind side, while a legal representative can do that. But now coming to your performances, recently you were on the stage at Kojinchi's book launch. I mean, and I'm sure he's someone whose music has also influenced in some shape or form. How did it feel like being on such a stage, singing to such a man? Was it a full circle moment for you?
It was more than a full circle moment for me. Even right from the jump, when we had to go and do rehearsal and I heard he was coming to, like, I was like, he's coming here to watch me sing. Like, how do I even go about it? And Kojo is somebody that I love so much because his music has really shaped me. I've listened to his music when I was starting in the streets and everything. I used to sing his tracks all the time. So having him be like, oh, SEFA, I want you to come and do a tribute to me and also like sing my song. Okay, I'm going to coach you, do it like this, do it like that. And on the D-Day, he's like, oh, you delivered perfectly, I love it. I'm like, I will not, my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren have to hear this.
They must all see.
Everybody must see this and they must hear this. Everybody has to know that this happened to me. And it means so much to me. I always say that he doesn't know what he's done for me, because the little girl in me is like, up to now, you just mention it and she's just there jumping. Like,
I did that,
you know, so it means so much to me.
Oh, I love that. Now, also coming to you off the mic and on reality TV with GH Queens. What made you want to go into reality TV?
I never for once in my life thought I was going to go into reality TV because I'm very introverted. I like to keep my business to myself. But then, it got to a point where everybody was saying that, SEFA, we want to know more about you, aside the whole Ichoke and fever, because you just come and perform and you go inside, we don't see to the next performance. Like, show us a bit of your personality. And I was like, okay. So it took a bit of like speaking to and everything for me to finally say, okay, let me do it. Let me see where this goes. And I got into it. First of all, I was like, the drama. Do I really want this? But then I when you put a lot of women in the same space, obviously you're gonna get drama. There will be drama. So but I love the whole experience. It brought out a new side of me that I thought I didn't even have. Like getting to relate to a lot of people at the same time, being able to say, oh hi, smile all the time. Like, it's good. It's a good experience.
Is this something you continue doing?
I'll love to do it again. If it makes sense to me, I will do it again.
It makes sense in every sense of the word.
If it makes sense to me,
via schedule, via finance, via everywhere.
In every corner. I'll do it again. Yeah, I'll do it again. Yeah.
All right. Would you consider your own solo show where it would have cameras following you in your daily life and your activities?
I will consider that because I already do bits and pieces of that. I mean, when I go for events and put it on social media and stuff like that, I don't know how I'm going to take it like mentally with them following me 24/7. But then, I mean, if it all boils down to something that I need to do, I mean, to elevate my brand or elevate how my whole persona looks, then maybe I might consider doing it. But that doesn't mean that it's 100%.
Okay. Is acting something you'd consider 100%?
Not 100%, maybe like 50%, 40%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's something that we can see you in soon.
Probably.
Okay.
Again, if everything is right and if the script is right, if the plan is right.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's get quickly into our quick fire round. So, first thing that comes to your mind, yeah? Morning person or evening person?
Evening person.
Fufu or banku?
Banku.
Fame or fortune?
Fortune.
Live performance or studio recording?
Live performances.
Male friendship or female friendships?
Male friendships. Yeah.
Dream collabo or who would be your dream collabo, dead or alive?
Kojo and Chi.
I like it. Okay, hold on. If music was not your career now, what will you be doing?
Real estate.
Okay, all right. So, but would you still consider it as a hybrid with what you're doing?
Yes.
All right, okay. What's the one thing the world needs to know about SEFA?
I'm very friendly and I have a lot more in my head than my looks.
Okay.
Yeah, people see me and they're like, oh, she's just pretty. I'm smart. I love to read.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I'm very smart. So, yeah, sometimes have conversations with me. Don't just look at my body or my face. Yeah.
I actually agree. Now, coming to Ghana Month, what does a month set aside celebrating Ghanaian culture mean to you?
It means a lot to me because I feel like we as Ghana as a whole, we've always been preaching, Ghanaians are friendly, we are so welcoming, come to Ghana for your holidays and everything. But do people really understand our culture? Do they know what we are about as Ghanaians, aside us being friendly? Because everybody who comes to Ghana, jollof, Ghana jollof. I'm saying we have banku, we have fufu, we have tozafi, we have a lot of things. Or they come and they're like, they're Kete dance, the one from Kumasi. I mean, we have Agbaja. When you go to Ghana, we have a lot of things. So it's good that we are educating people. The more we educate ourselves, we as the individuals can also educate people that are coming. So it's a very good initiative.
Now, walk me through our first single of the year and what else we can expect in 2026.
The first single of the year for me is titled Busybody, featuring Stoneboy. It's already doing amazing, and I love it so much that this is the first single of the year for me. We went all out on this song because, I mean, we just really wanted to put the name back out there and also make people know that SEFA is still here, still bubbly, still friendly, and Stone brought his A game on this song.
Of
so
course. Please
go enjoy it this year. And a lot of amazing things for me. It has already started.
Are we going to have an EP or an album?
Yes, I'm working towards it real soon. I'll tell you first.
Come on. Amazing. But what beyond new music? That will be so are we going to be getting one every quarter? Are we getting some every month? How's that going to work?
So right now, because we are working on a project as a whole, this is the first single of the project. We are looking at going towards probably quarterly or dropping them one before the whole project comes out. And also me, I always say that I don't like to count my chicks before they are hatched because God has other plans. I might say something, but God has other plans. But just know that a lot of amazing things are coming from my side of the company.
I love it. Now, Busybody out on all platforms. You looked absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
In that nice taser that you gave me. And that outfit is everything. Man.
Again, I'm promoting Ghana.
Yes, red, go green with the black. I love it. And it's crochet, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's more of like it started. It's like a dress and then
they ripped it. Okay,
they ripped it apart.
That's actually really nice. So who's the busybody?
Everybody is a busybody, right? From the women to the men, everybody is a busybody, because I think everybody wants their side to be heard, to be understood, you know, when it comes to relationships. So everybody is busybody.
We love it. Well, on that note, we're going to bring the conversation to an end. But SEFA, it's always a pleasure having you here. I wish you so much success in 2026. I'm looking forward to even more exciting aspects and more music and more hits and everything else inclusive.
Thank you so much.
Final words from you before I let you go?
First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to you and your team for having me. I'm super grateful because the conversations are always very insightful over here. And I like it. Anytime I'm coming, I'm like, I need to sharpen my brain. I'm not coming throwing any rubbish here. I really love that. Thank you so much.
Always
and to everybody listening, thank you so much for always supporting me. We have a new one out titled Busybody featuring Stoneboy. Amazing song, amazing visuals. Please go join the train. Enjoy it. And send me your videos. I'm going to post them. So.
All right, we definitely will. Let's get into Busybody right now.
SEFA.
Hey, Busybody. Remind you about Ghana Month Expedition, 4 days. 3 regions, 19th to the 22nd of March, Eastern, Ashanti, Central. We'll do both to Echo Park. We'll go to Rock City for a party. Day 2, Ashanti region, Mingxia Palace, Konfanoche, Bonre Kington Museum. We'll have an overnight at Rich Condos on the 3rd day. Central region is where we're starting from, Asin Manso. Lunch on Lush on the Coast, Ridge Royale. Then we wrap it up at Crown Forest Vacation, Safari, water sports, quad bike riding, and a return journey back to Accra, all for 6,500 Ghana cedis and 5,500 Ghana cedis. Couple is 10,500 Ghana cedis. 0531 100927. Ghana Month Expedition, experience it in all its best forms. And don't forget, on Thursday the 5th, we're having the Ghana Village Pre-Independence Bazaar. More fun than you can ever ask for. The first 200 guests get free food from Kibo. Then we have the Korea Spa experience, games, exhibitions, jam sessions. We're basically partying all the way into Independence Day. Join us at the Ghana Village behind, or in the TV3 premises at the Subway. What is located behind 3FM now is sponsored by Kivo, Ghana Tourism Development Corporation, First HR Hyde, Kantanka, and Ghana Publishing Company Limited, and supported by National Theatre, Ghana Museum, and Monuments. Gonna get back into this one to wrap us out. This is SEFA and Stoneboy with Busybody bringing a 3 Lounge to an end. My name is AJ Kwakosapon. Did this with DJ Glow, Janet Quason on production, and SEFA, my incredible guest, pass through. And enjoy the rest of your day and keep listening to 3FM.